Do you sometimes feel like you need to be more supported and guided in life? Perhaps you need clarity on a specific decision? Well, I'm here with Paula Wratten, a gifted international medium who spent her life developing her gifts to help other people on their life journeys. Hi, Paula.
Hi, Kate.
So when did you first realise that you had this gift?
When I was about 4 years of age, and we used to live in a haunted house, and I used to speak to a spirit there, and my mother thought I was speaking to a pretend friend, but it went on into my 20s and continued.
And so how does your gift help other people?
My gift to people is that I give them clarity, show them their life path, so if there are any difficulties, even by just suggesting a way of thinking, can actually clear some energy with somebody. Help them.
And what are the main things that people would come to you, for example, for readings for?
Normally, most people come to see me when they have issues with love, money or work issues, and it's just literally showing them the way forward with all of that.
And how do you help them? How do you give them help?
Well, I'm like your GPS system, so I give you a clear road to follow, and obviously you don't have to follow it, you're the driver, but it gives you some sort of clarity on any difficulties ahead and what road to take. So your free will, basically, and my advice. But I can't tell you what to do, my job is purely advisory.
Are there any readings that you've done that stand out as particular success stories for you?
One reading, which I didn't actually get to do, with a lady that came to see me, she sat down and I wouldn't actually read for her. I decided that it was best that she went to the doctor because I saw something in her stomach area. And she did, and after a month she rang me to tell me that she'd been to the doctor, had a scan and an operation, and had a tumour removed. So it basically saved her life, but it was again, just advice that she took.
That she acted on?
Yes.
And I know you also do house clearings, and I can speak from personal experience on this and say it's a very unnerving experience, and I think it must be more common than people realise. What's your experience of that?
Well, I've done lots of house clearings, over 200 in my career, and most of the time you do have a problem in a house. Sometimes there's nothing there at all, but if there is something there, by raising the vibration of the house, you release the spirit to go home to where they need to go. And most of my clients will turn around and say it's like being at a party, and when the house is cleared, it's gone quiet, so the guests have left. It's very nice energy then.
Now, you've spent so long developing your gifts and
Yes.
doing readings for people that you've actually designed your own type of readings, haven't you?
Concept readings, yes. Concept readings work with your personal DNA code. So it's like reading your life map. And when you read a life map, you can obviously see difficulties, diversions, and I just give you the tools to go in a straight road and to see where you're heading. So if you were destined to be a nurse and you became a lawyer but had the need to go back to nursing, I can tell you that that's where your life block was and how to go forward.
And talking of DNA, you've also been in development producing a CD, haven't you? Music to
Yes.
heal DNA.
I work with a gentleman I've met on Facebook. Never met him face to face actually, but we work with it's the alpha waves in the brain and the binaural notes. It's not a new concept, but I met him and he had the same idea at the same time I did, and we got together and produced a CD.
So what's next after the
My
CD?
book, which is based on my husband's perspective of my job and how he sees what I do, but it's a very a light and humorous perspective, I suppose, from his side.
Can you give us a sneak preview?
Yes, it's been embarrassing for me actually, but we were on our way to a job and I wanted to get out the car and ask them for some directions to this house I was going to clear. And I got out and I actually went up to these two people, and my husband actually said to me, "Do you really want to do this, Paul?" And I said, "No, we need directions." And they were scarecrows. And when I got back in the car, having been very embarrassed by doing this, he said, I said, "Why didn't you stop me doing that?" And he said, "Well, I thought you were going to get some sort of psychic message from them." And because it's so normal for me to do crazy things, it just went over his head, really, and he didn't stop me.
That's hilarious. That would be a great book.
Yes, there's lots of things like that in the book, and it's in a production company's hands at the moment, which I want to put onto TV.
Oh, fantastic.
Yes.
Great. Can't wait for that. I've looked at your website as well. You've got a stack of products. You've got workshops. You've got courses. You've got testimonials from international clients. Why do you think that people value your service so much and need it in these times so much?
Well, my job isn't just doing a reading for a client, it's the aftercare as well. So people can come and have a reading and then know that they can email me later if a problem occurs. It's confidential. You know, my job is to help people. You know, I just don't leave people to get on with it. If they need me, I'm there. So there's a great aftercare service, which if you read my testimonials, most people will tell you that.
And do you think it's a sign of the times that people are after this information more now?
We're going through major changes, planetary, spiritually, emotionally, financially, across the globe, and we're coming to a time where a lot of people are finding ways of connecting to spiritual things. And I would say to people, if you're looking for spiritual help, go to somebody you've been recommended to, or at least find somebody you're comfortable with. If you get anybody telling you what to do, or you feel at least a bit uncomfortable, walk away, go somewhere else.
There's many people doing mediumship and clairvoyancy,
Yes.
aren't there? And some only for a short time. And you've obviously been developing your gift your whole life.
My whole life. I live and breathe it. It's my everyday thinking thing. So I go to bed, I wake up, it's my whole life.
And that must be why clients come back to you time and again.
Yes.
So what's the best way now if somebody wants to contact you?
You can go via my website and you can either phone me or if you would like to get hold of me on Facebook, you can just put my name into Facebook and it comes up. So.
Okay, that's great. Thanks, Paula.
Thank you, Kate.
So if you want clarity over an issue, a decision, or support and guidance on your path, then contact Paula through her website, paulawratten.com.